Hey everybody, it's Queen Jelly here, and welcome back to the Toy Box. We have a special video for today. Before we get started though, I want to apologize for my voice. It is a little strained. I've been working a lot of extra hours in order to get this lovely set in front of you, which means I've been doing a lot of extra talking. Means my voice is a little strained. I've been trying not to talk a lot today so that I could be able to do this for you guys, so here we go. Anyway, so we're just going to go ahead and get straight into it. I ordered these on Amazon. Because I posted a video of Gabriella Isley, and as I was doing it and, editing and stuff, and realized that I was talking about how I didn't have all the blue, or I only had all the blue dolls that were currently available and blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, I probably can get the original girls, on Amazon, because that's where I've been able to find some of the older dolls. So I went to look, and literally the only way that I could get any of the original girls without paying an arm and a leg for them was to get the 6-pack. So I went ahead and get the 6-pack. So as far as I'm aware, I don't know if there's even any stands in here, and it doesn't appear like they come with their second outfits or anything like that. So I'm pretty sure it's just their original core outfits, but hey, at least I will now officially have the original 6 characters. Down here at the bottom, if you look across, this seems to be interesting. So this appears like it was made during series 2. So we have Bella and Stella over here where they're supposed to be in the rainbow, kind of as like the pink girls, right? And then it goes to the red, which is Ruby, and then orange, yellow, and then Carmen's slid in there with Poppy. And then, even though he's blue, that would be River, but he looks like he's green right now. And then Skyler, Violet. Wow, her name is escaping me right now. I want to call her Carmen, but that's not her name. But she's the indigo doll that has the really pretty colors. She's another one that I don't have that's kind of in the blue family. And then I believe this is supposed to be a Maya, but then apparently they didn't have enough dolls to fill the space, so they repeated Bella and Stella. So Bella and Stella are on both ends of the rainbow. And they're like, we'll just color them different color and no one will notice, right? But yeah, so they're all the way across the bottom like that. And then up here it says Series 1, and it has the names of the dolls. So Ruby Anderson, Poppy Rowan, Sunny Madison, Jade Hunter, Skyler Bradshaw, and Violet Willow. In the top, it actually has a cute handle. I don't plan on keeping this box because it's so big, but I do think I'm going to keep this handle because it's kind of cute. It says Rainbow High, and it's plastic, but it's actually like the rubbery plastic as opposed to being like the cheap, blocks plastic that usually hurts your hand if you're holding it. So if I were to hold this would actually not be that bad. So I like that. It's cute. It does have the little YouTube sticker over on the side. Seeing as it doesn't say watch on YouTube, it just says YouTube. This is probably an international box, but let's see if we can take a peek at the back. Oh, this is really pretty. So it doesn't say anything. It just has a picture of the 6 girls that are in the box in their color order, and they do actually appear to be in their color sections in the thing, in the iridescent rainbow back here. It says Rainbow High on the side. I actually like the back of this box. Maybe I'll keep the back of the box because I have a couple of other backings. Just depends on how everything goes with opening. But now that we've done that and we've just looked over the box, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to go get it open, and then we're going to talk about the dolls. Pinkerton dolls, I just broke my Ruby doll. So there's the peg in the back of her head that the hat is supposed to come off of, or that's supposed to come off with the hat to make the hat removable, but it did not. So now her hat doesn't stay on. Let me come down, and she has rainbow socks, which are fabulous. I love the rainbow socks. They match her rainbow shoes, which look like they're coming apart. Did the other ones look like that? Nope, just this side. So the layers are coming apart. So that will be added to my claim. Well, if you stuck around this long, we are now, or I am now, even though it was instantly for you, after you saw those clips of my dolls in rough condition. About a week later, I think, maybe give or take, with a brand new set of dolls, because I contacted MGA about the errors and they did not replace my dolls because apparently the seller that I bought them from on Amazon was not through Amazon, so it was from what they consider to be second party, and they do not cover like garage sales or secondhand dolls or anything like that, so they consider that to be secondhand, so they did not cover my dolls. So I just returned those ones to Amazon and rebought these ones off of Walmart. These were actually, right after I ordered my original set, went on sale at Walmart, so they were actually cheaper this way, so it ended up working out kind of. I'm still really disappointed in the things that had happened, especially because when I was packaging them, I was trying to put her stuff back on, not this one obviously, but the other one was repackaging it, and as I was putting her on, I turned her head and the neck peg snapped. Like, I didn't even, like, all I did was turn her head and the neck peg snapped. So I'm very scared, honestly, of playing too much with these dolls right now. I mean, I did test it on this one. Like, I very gently, like, twisted her head to, like, stretch it out and stuff. But, like, the head was still attached, but it was, like, lopping around because the neck peg broke. So just be mindful. But yeah, hopefully we can now actually get into reviewing the dolls properly that are not broken, because I made sure that these are all in good condition, which is why I opened them up. And I just used the footage that I previously recorded of the box because I didn't want to have any more major issues like that. So this time we're not going to attempt to take Ruby's hat off because I don't feel like dealing with that. So here is Ruby. Now she does come with a red comb, which I think was kind of unnecessary to come with all of the combs, because literally we only, like, we have so many combs already if you collect all of them, that literally with a pack like this, they could have sufficed with one comb for all the dolls instead of having each of them come with their individual combs. Because like, I understand when they're sold individually, like, that you don't know which one someone's gonna get, but like with this, it's a 6-pack, so we don't need all of their combs. But they did all come with their stands at least. However, I hate these clips that they gave on them. I'm so glad that we don't use these clips anymore, because they, like, mess up the clothes when you try and shove them on. I do like that they actually hold them, but they mess up the clothes. So I don't know. Rainbow High just needs to get their stand game together, which is funny because some of the other MGA stands are not nearly as bad as the Rainbow High stands, and they're in the same company. But anyway, so we're leaving her hat on this time. I'm just going to spin it around so we can see how it looks forward instead of trying to take it off and put it back on. It's okay. It's kind of cute, honestly. So on this one, she has, on her baseball cap, she has her rainbow flames, or her flames, and it says rainbow. There's a little smudge on mine, but honestly, I don't care. I could probably take it off with a little bit of acetone, but that's not, like, not the biggest deal compared to what we were dealing with before. She does have a little bit of product in the front of her hair just to keep it back from her face, but the back of her hair is nice and soft, which is super awesome. She has these really cute little curls once you separate it, because it does come as like one big curl. But as you can see, I'm just pulling it apart with my finger and it's making it like really full and lots of little curls. So all you have to do is just gently separate it. I mean, that's a styling technique that a lot of doll stylers do anyway. So you just have to gently separate it, and then it's not in those big 3 curls, and it's a whole head of curly hair. Look how cute that is. All right, and then on the front she has her sparkle t-shirt. It's a little white t-shirt that says sparkle on the front, you know, to match Supreme, as we all know at this point. And then she has a little red bustier. So this is very similar to the outfit that, or the shirt combo that we got for her in the closet playset. And then down here, she has her little shirt that is just a accessory that just goes around her waist, kind of like a skirt. So it's not really a shirt, but it looks like it's a tie around, which I think is super cute. I mean, obviously, would I have liked to seen a piece that I could actually also use as a top? Yes, but do I need it? No, because like, just like that tells me everything I need to know about this character. You know what I mean? I love it. And then she has these super cute jeans that have the scritchies, kind of just like how Jet's tights had. Obviously this, I know that these dolls came out first, so everything that I'm comparing them to is because that's what I have first, and not because obviously these came out. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, these are where all that stuff originated from that I'm comparing it to. And then here we have her shoes, and she has black bottom shoes, but then clearer at the top, which is kind of cute. So it kind of gives her like this like hidden shoe moment almost. It just kind of makes her look tall, which is cute. And red bottoms, so Louis Vuittons, very nice. On her face, some of them you'll have shinier faces than others. Honestly, on the camera, she looks pretty matte, which is kind of nice. Because that's one of the things I was kind of worried about. I think she's madder than more matte, not matte, than the first one that I had. She definitely has a little bit less of that sheen, so she doesn't really look as, you know, like sweaty on camera, which is nice. It just looks like highlight. It's very pretty. She has very bold gold eyeshadow and very vibrant purple eyes. And then all of the girls have this little bit of like white lip liner. I'm not sure why that's the choice that they made though, but I did manage to get a few of them that aren't super heavy on that, because I'm not really a fan of the white. It kind of just exaggerates a weird part of their lips for me. I don't know. But she has like a pinky, almost nude color lip. So yeah. And the front, the hat is all plasticky, but the front looks like a real buckle on a hat. So there is Miss Ruby. Yeah. Now, next up is Miss Poppy. We're going to take her off her stand too. So Miss Poppy has this very, I need to get those off. She has this very soft hair in the back as well. And again, she just has some gel in the ringlets at the front that can be easily washed or brushed out just to keep it back from her face, so she looks nice in the box. But her hair underneath is definitely very soft. And again, it's not super gelled in the back or anything. It's really nice and soft. She has these, and these are attached into her head. These are not clips. These are part of her head, kind of like Ruby's hat. So I will not be trying to touch those at all. But I do like how the hair is kind of like tied around them. I think that's really cute. I like her hairstyle, even though it's very similar to Ruby's. I don't know, it just kind of works really nice on her. And then she has some light brown eyebrows. And then look at this like graphic liner. That's like this like peachy graphic liner around her eye. But then she also has the gold. So it's not as bold gold, but it's still there. So it's really cute. And I love her freckles. And then she has these beautiful blue and purple eyes. And again, a very kind of like nude lip, which I think a lot of, they all have very like nude colored lips as well in this first line. Which again is not necessarily a bad thing. Also in the first wave, they did not have their nails painted, which I did not know. So that was interesting to find out. And then she has this little bustier top as well, kind of similar to Ruby's, but a little bit fuller. And then underneath she has a dress. So it is a full dress underneath there. So this is a piece that goes on top. It's not a top and skirt. It is a dress and a bustier on top. And then she has this jacket. Now her jacket is very tight on her arms. Like I can barely like move it around. And so that does restrict a little bit of her movement, but not too much. Her jacket is not lined, which is kind of interesting. Again, these are first wave dolls, so you know things change But I didn't know that any of the dolls had come with unlined jackets. It's not a bad thing, especially because with these, I don't know if I'm going to be changing them or not. I might just keep them as they are and use them more as display pieces, just because I wanted to have the original core characters, to be able to say, you know, that I'm a real Rainbow High collector. Even though obviously, like, anyone can call themselves a collector without having to collect every single doll, because, you know, that's just reality. Like, not everyone can get every doll. That doesn't make you any less of a collector, but just as someone who is now doing this as a major hobby, I kind of wanted to kind of complete the set without really doing so. Anyway, enough about that. We're going to go down to her boots, which are honestly my favorite piece on Poppy. I love these boots. They have all these little monarch details on them. Again, they're very committed to the bit with a lot of these dolls, like in a good way. Like, they definitely commit to the theme, and I love it. And then she has black soles on her shoes, which thankfully are both painted, unlike the shoes I got for her in the closet. I realized way afterwards that one of the shoe bottoms wasn't even painted, so that's fun. On her leg, it says "for flying." I kind of feel like that's like, you know, because like boots are made for walking, but these ones are made for flying because they're monarchs. I don't know that I get the scribble right here, because the scribble to me, especially because the whole theme is monarch, looks like a bug splat, like a bug got squashed, and I don't know why they did that. But other than that, I love these boots. Yeah, and I love her hair. I love the multiple tones and colors in her hair. That's something that clearly, like, they did from the start, and they do right, and like, yes, keep doing that with the like multiple shades. So like, it has highlights and lowlights, and it gives us just this range. And with giving the range, it means more color things look good on them too, because like, if you give them like a solid block of hair, it might not necessarily look good in everything that goes in that color scheme. But if you give them multiple colors in their hair, then they're gonna look better in more things in that color scheme. So I like it. All right, up next is Miss Sunny Madison. So Sunny has her little pom-poms on top of her head, her little space buns. They're so cute. And then I did not know this before, but her whole hair, I thought it was little space buns and then hair down the back, which it is, but the hair is coming out of her space buns. So all of her hair is up in the buns. And then it comes down in these kind of like waterfalls behind her head, which are really cute. Because I thought it was like buns and then the rest of the hair coming down. But I like it. It's nice. It keeps it nice and clean. And like, her hair is kind of sticky because there is some product in it to keep the gel. But it's also still very soft. Like, I think she'll be an easy washout. Because I also have all of their junior highs. And her junior high's hair looked like ramen before I washed it, and then afterwards it's now one of my favorite hairs to play with because it's so soft. It just has a very slight wave to it, and it's just long and straight. So I love her, because this is kind of what I see, how like she has little buns and then the rest of her hair coming down. That's how I thought Sunny's hair was, because this is my first, this was my first version of Sunny that I had. But yeah, so this doll though is a testament to the power of just simply washing out the gel. So yeah, I don't do that with all my dolls. I know but I do them with certain ones that feel very intensely, because the junior highs are actually the first set that I actually like fully washed out, and I love their hair so much. Anyway, Sunny has these little bangs, and I know some people don't like bangs, but these look really cute on her. I'm sorry, I love them. And they're nice and soft too. They're not super gelled down or anything, but they seem to be laying nice, which is good. And then she has dark brown eyebrows, and she also has the gold eyeshadow. But she has a brown graphic liner instead of the peach. So they all have so the three warm colors have like a green eyeshadow. Wow, I'm looking at Jade. That's why I said that. A yellow or gold, and the other girls look like they have almost like a silver. Interesting. So we'll see more when we get there, obviously. She does have a lot of product though here in the front of her head. So she has her bangs are gelled and her curls are gelled. So they actually... There's a little bit of markings here on her face from the gel, but I'm pretty sure that'll wash off. The other one that I had literally had this piece like here, and I had to peel it off. It was so gelled onto her face. But other than that, like, these are like super tightly curled and very sprung. So I'll be interested to see what they look like once I get some of the gel out, because this one looks good. This one kind of looks like it's turned the wrong direction. But It's all cute. And like if you stretch it out though, it goes way past her toes, which is super cute. Look at how long her hair is. She has green eyes, and then she also has kind of a nudish color lip with this like plum color, but it's kind of still in like a nude range, but it's kind of more plum. It kind of stands out a little bit more against her skin than some of the others. And then she has the blush like the other dolls as well to give them a little bit of life. And she's the first one so far that has earrings. And she has these little gold studs that kind of to me look like honey. I don't know. I know they're obviously supposed to be some kind of jewel, but they look like honey to me. I love them. And then we come down to her golden jacket, which is still studded to her. I'm not going to do that there because I don't want to cut her. Boop. Got it. All right. So there she is with her, there's her jacket. Oh, apparently it's studded on the other side as well. There we go. That was easy enough. So her jacket opens up. It's also not lined. Interesting. But that's, again, not a complaint, just a statement of fact. On the front, she has this pretty gold material. Now, it does feel quite flexible, so hopefully it won't degrade too quickly over time, because sometimes we do have issues with the faux leather, but it seems quite flexible. So I think as long as you don't keep it in like a super hot or humid area, lives in Florida, I think it'll be fine. But obviously my dolls stay inside the air conditioning. It's okay. And then on the sleeve, it says rainbow in this like lace or not ribbon. There we go. Ribbon across the top. That's like a double layer of ribbon, which is really cute. And then this like scrunch at her wrist. And same thing on the other side with the rainbow. Now, one of the things I really like about her is this back of her jacket. Look at the sun and moon. The sun and moon, because she's sunny. But also, did they have Luna planned from the start? Or was it just like somebody went, oh, we're going to make a dark character. Let's name one of them Luna. And then they were like, wait, don't we have a Sunny? Can we give them the same last name? Just like, I personally don't think so. Like Robin Sterling and Aisha Sterling have the same last name and they made them sisters, but I don't think they were intentionally sisters. I think it was just that they had a silver doll and they're like, what's our last name going to be? How about Sterling? Didn't we already use that? Yeah, that's okay. We'll just make them sisters because they don't look anything alike, but that's just me. Anyway, so there's the sun and moon on the back of her jacket, which is so, so cute. And then the trim matches the sleeves. Again, no nail polish. And then look at this little top that she has. It's a dress. This one fits, like, honestly, pretty nicely. Like, it's not perfect, of course, but it fits pretty nicely. And then has these little straps that go across the back that's a rainbow. And really cute. And they're nice and thick, too. They're not like rubber bands. Even though they kind of look like rubber bands, they're thick plastic. So they're not going to worry about, at least I'm hopefully not worried about them snapping. And then down here we have her knee-high socks with the rainbow trim, which, like, I also love these parts. So, like, I don't know. I don't think color-wise she's my favorite, but I definitely think she's one of my favorite fashions, because I love these socks and I love these shoes with these layers. That's why I was so disappointed when the first ones came and they were split, because honestly, like, this is my favorite piece. But you can see no splits on these. At least, hopefully, they will stay that way, because I'm going to be careful with them. So, no splits. Good dress, all that jazz. And again, that cute, adorable sun and moon on the back. All right. So there is Miss Sunny Madison. And now here is Miss Jade Hunter. Oh, her stand did the thing because it's so tight on her body. Now she has a soft hat that is just attached with the plastic ties, but I'm going to be leaving that on her. Because I know once I take it off, it doesn't go back on the same. She has green studs, kind of like Sunny's studs, but in green. So they're not quite emerald green, but I think that's what they're supposed to be emulating. She has also really soft hair. Again, a teeny tiny bit of gel just to keep that curl in place and away from her face. But honestly, not really even that much. Like one strand out of this whole giant curl is gelled. Like I could follow the strand up, it's like rock hard, and like everything else is super soft. It's crazy. And then she has lots of hair and lots of little tiny curls, so it does kind of get a little fray-y. I think a lot of this is from the stand. But honestly, her hair is better than the other Jade that I had, where her whole head was just, it was just a mess. But this is not bad. It does need a little TLC, but not really that much. And then she has a puffer coat. Now her puffer coat is much softer and much like baggier. So she doesn't have any issues with like moving around or anything like that. And then she has on one of my favorite shirts from the line is the Anti-Sparkle Sparkle Club shirt. I wish I could get my hands on the real version of it because I know it's out there. But alas, for now, I will just have to look at it on my Jade doll. Again, not lined, but it has this little turnaround, so it kind of looks like it's lined unless you open it up all the way. And they have these little ties. I saw them on Poppy's too, but I forgot to mention them. I believe these are just, you know, to in real life you would use them to pull this closer to you so that you didn't have like to worry about like wind coming up underneath her jacket. And she has a faux zipper on the front. There's this little plastic zipper line. She has brown eyebrows, a light sparkly blue eyeshadow, it looks like. Actually, it's not sparkly, it's just gray. With then like black, a little tiny bit of black highlighter over the top of it. Sorry, I was trying to adjust something. And then it goes into her under eye here. I just think it's very interesting that they gave the sporty character, like that her focus is makeup, but she's kind of the sporty character for the line. And I think that's like a very interesting juxtaposition and kind of why I really was interested in Jade from the show. Like looking at her doll, just her style of her doll, because I'm not into the sporty dolls, I didn't like her, but when I look at but I like her character in the show. So Jade is one of the dolls that I wanted to get, which is why my first junior high Jade doll was Jade, because that was the Jade that was available to me at the time. So but yeah, I like Jade as a character and as a doll. She has very nude lip color and like a little bit of highlight on it, but she doesn't have the white liner on it, which is really nice. Again, because I'm not really a fan of the white liner, so I like the ones that don't have it. And then her highlight, like you can really see it though, because she doesn't have a lot of other makeup, so it really stands out, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I like her. All right, I know, I'm sorry guys that I'm all over the place, but here we are. All right, then we have these green pants with black wording all over it. It says rainbow and Hollywood, and I thought there was another word on here too. Los Angeles, which was kind of interesting considering is what I had known about the dolls is I didn't think that they used words besides rainbow right away, but obviously they use sparkle and everything too. So I don't know why I was under that impression. But yeah, I like these shorts. I think they're really cute and they're very, very Jade. I love them. And then down here we have her shoes, which say rainbow on them. So if you go all the way around, it says rainbow. And they have little like clear soles. You can kind of see like my finger behind it to see kind of how it has kind of like obviously it's pink, so it's not perfect, but you can see that there's kind of like this clear-ish sole part to it. So you can kind of see through, just light through it, I guess you could say. You just see light through it. You're not really seeing anything on the other side. But yeah, I like that it has the rainbow all the way around it. It's really cute. Black ties, pink bottoms, and they are, she does still have the arched feet like the other girls. She just has a lift inside to make it look flat, which is honestly what I want in real life. So, I have back problems, and something that helps my back is to wear heels. I know that sounds weird, it sounds counterproductive, but you know, everybody's body is different. And when I wear heeled shoes, I just feel more comfortable. But I can't obviously wear heeled shoes 24/7. So something I want in real life is shoes like these that look like gym shoes, or, you know, whatever you call them, but that have heels inside, but not obvious, because they always, whenever they do that, they still like make the soles look super obviously heeled. But like, look at that. That's not obviously a heel. Like, that looks like a flat shoe. And that's just what I want in real life, is a flat looking shoe that has a heel inside to help my back without having to be explained to my, you know, why I'm wearing a shoe with a heel on it. Or I know, or like at work, I can't, you know, it has to look like it's flat. I can't get away with things at work. We have a very specific dress code. So anyway, enough about that. Now we're going to go on to Miss Skyler Bradshaw, which I know a lot of people don't like, but I love her. Now, is she my favorite of my blue dolls? No. No. That still goes to Holly, but I don't know. Or maybe Uma. It just, I can't decide where I want to categorize Uma, if I want to categorize her as blue or purple, because she's indigo. She's kind of in between. Like, I don't know. But anyway, so here's Skyler. She has super soft hair. Again, I find this one strand right here, this big curl that's gelled, and everything else is just so soft, and I just get so distracted with just wanting to play with her hair. And I personally love that there's so many different tones of blue in it. But this one's a little less, so like, you know, like with Poppy's, it's like every other strand is a different color to make that color blend. But hers is like chunks. And I don't know, I like it. I think it's really pretty. It makes me think of like, you know, the sky meets the ocean, and I don't know, it's just so pretty. And I personally like the dark blue framing her face. I think it makes her pop really well. The white that's right here honestly kind of makes it look like she's going gray. So I don't know that I necessarily like the white rooted, or like the lighter blue lighter blue rooted right there. But other than that, I love her hair. She has shiny blue eyeshadow. Hers is, again, kind of more similar to Jade's, where it's kind of a little bit more matte in person, but it looks very shiny on the camera. But it's not as like heavily sequenced as like the first couple girls. But it is still lightly sequenced with like this blue and gray gradient. And then she has really pretty blue eyes. So that's one thing I really like about Jade and Skyler, is that their eyes match their overall color palette. Like at Sunny's, I do like that they brought a little bit of yellow into it, so she has a greeny yellow eye. So I do like when they bring at least a little bit of their color into it. But personally, like I said, as a fan of fantasy dolls, I like when their eye color matches their color scheme, which, again, fan of fantasy dolls, why I love Shadow High so much, why I'm such a huge Shadow High stan over necessarily a Rainbow High stan. I love both lines, but if I had to only pick one, I would be Shadow High all day long. Anyway, so again, she has kind of a nudish lip. Hers is a little bit shiny, and she does have the white liner on there. Look at her earrings. I think her earrings are my favorite. She has little moons with stars on them. Moons and stars. How cute is that? And they're, again, like that kind of translucent-y plastic to kind of make them look almost see-through-ish, which I love. And then her outfit isn't, granted, I will say, is definitely not quite the best. It is just denim on denim with a side of denim, and there are 3 different shades of denim too, but I personally don't mind. I don't find colors to be as clashing as a lot of people do, where they're like, if it's not the exact same shade of red, it's clashing. And I'm like, no, I don't see that personally, but you know, everyone's different. But I think that's maybe why I don't hate her as much, because I don't see that as much of a problem as other people do. Hate her as much. I don't hate her at all. So she has a light blue denim jacket. It doesn't really have any designs on the back, but that's fine. But this part does go all the way around, which is cute, the trim. And then she has the pockets on the front with these like little buttons and the little faux snaps on the front, which again are all little studs. They're not like printed on or anything. They're actual little studs. And then she has layers as well. So she has a crop t-shirt. There we go. A crop t-shirt underneath, and then this is a crop top on top, made out of the denim. They give it this little layered look. I'm pretty sure they are individual pieces. Yes, they are individual pieces. And then she has this belt that can be taken off separately as well, and it has real belt loops for it. But I think you can open it from the front, but it actually does have Velcro in the back so that you don't have to open it from the front. And then she has her little denim skirt, and I like that it has these shimmer sides on the side because that pulls in the shimmer sides on the side of the jacket. So even though they're two different colors, they still are matching pieces to me. And she has studs down the front that you can't really see because of the belt, but look at those little studs. And now we come down to my favorite part of this doll, the shoes and socks. Okay, they're clear shoes with cloud socks inside. How cute is that? I don't know why it says blue on the side, but I don't mind it. I just don't know why it says it. And yeah, I mean, obviously, like, that's the brand cover up, which honestly, like I said, I think, because I hear a lot of people complain about how much they used rainbow to start with and how much like they use the brands, but at least on the first outfits and all of these dolls, I don't feel over branded. Like, none of these really have that like super like brand specific logoing all over them, with the exception of the sparkle t-shirt, but it's the most subtle, like it's not the main focus of her outfit. So I'm not sure where that's coming from. Maybe it's from their second outfits that I don't have, so I can't, you know, base anything on their second outfits because I don't have them. But for me, it's really not that aggressively branded like I've always heard people talk about. So, but anyway, I love them. And honestly, they're actually like, well, they were some of the easier shoes to take on and off. The socks are separate. I don't know why it came off together. Look at that. Like you can practically see through it. I love it. I love these shoes. And look at the little like tie around the top. So it looks like it was tied like a bunch of times. It looks like raindrops. It looks like she stepped in rain and just made them into shoes. I love them. I love them, love them, love them. Boop. And they pop right back on. All right. On to last but not least, Miss Violet. Now, Miss Violet is the only one that I have a regular sized rainbow high doll of already, because I have Winter Break Violet, as some of you guys may know if you've been watching my channel since the beginning, because she was one of my first dolls in my original start up of 5 dolls that I got at Target, was Winter Break Violet. So here is my now. I have the original Violet though, and this one has bangs because Winter Break does not have bangs. Now her bangs are a little jelly, but nothing too bad, and it keeps them down, so that's all that matters. And then she has this little bit of a half up. I like how they wrapped it with her hair. Now, also, I think she has one of the best hair combinations because she has so many different tones, and they're blended really nicely, but also they separate a little bit. So it's kind of like in between Skyler's big chunks and Poppy's like very, very thin gradient. So I don't know, I like it. And it's very shimmery, and it's just a very shimmery hair. It almost has the same look as if it has tinsel in it, but it's just very, very shimmery hair. Like there's no tinsel in here that I can tell anyway. I'm pretty sure it's all just hair. It's just a very shimmery hair color, so it makes it look almost tinsely, which is really kind of cool, honestly. And then she has her brown eyebrows, and then she has purpley silver eyeshadow. Now hers goes back to that very extreme glitter, which of course is very appropriate for Poppy. But she does also have some purple eyeliner underneath, and then she has blue violet eyes kind of thing, like, so they're mostly blue, but they do have a bit of violet going around them. So hers does match her color scheme a little bit, but I think honestly Ruby's eyes match her color scheme better, and I think I might have liked to see the blue eyes on the red doll. But that's just me. Anyway, I like her earrings as well. They're not my favorite, obviously, because I said Skyler's are my favorite, but I do like them. They have this like drippy effect. And I like the little star here. It's just they're kind of big, so I feel like they're not going to stay on very well because, you know, when you move your doll, those tend to get knocked off pretty easily. Yep, see, there they go. And then she has this very fluffy coat. And it's separated by these like ribbons, and I don't know, I really like it. I like how it's kind of separated. It's not very full, because I feel like it's like one of those things that you could like wear on like a chilly day. It just not has to be ice cold, but like chilly, and it's nice for like layering. I don't know, it's really soft too. It's like really plush. And then she has this dress that kind of, interestingly enough, when I looked at the first doll I got versus the second doll I got, one of them was definitely like a different color. So like this one kind of has like almost a pearlescent color. The other one was definitely more purpley. So I thought that was very interesting, but this is very like, when it catches the light, is very purple. So I like it. And it has this purple trim around it. It is a tank dress, so it doesn't have any sleeves, but that's why she's covering up with her nice fur coat. So, and this is sequins, and it is all sewn on, so you don't have to worry about like losing it. It's not glitter, it's sequins. So, and now here she has these little socks, and again, these look like tinsel-y, but they're the ones that have the tinsel like woven into it, so they're really cute. And then she has these little pumps that kind of, I don't know, they make me think of poodles because they have the little puff balls on them, I guess. I don't know, but they make me, I want to call them poodle pumps. I don't know if that's what they're called, but that's what I want to call them. So, but I like them. They're very purpley. They have the little rainbow high RH around the toes. Yeah, these are so cute. So, yeah, there is Miss Violet. All right, guys, so now we've reached the end of the video. Yay! Hopefully this one can now actually go up since it did not have broken dolls in it. So now this doll video can hopefully actually go out to the internet on my channel. Oh, sorry, I was rescuing my junior high Ruby because apparently she jumped behind the desk because I wanted to bring them around and kind of put them up near their counterparts. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you. I really appreciate all of you who have subscribed. I appreciate all of you who haven't subscribed, but I would like to recommend that you subscribe because then that way you can see all of our videos as they come out in the future, because I do, I have been doing weekly uploads and I hope to continue to do so for the foreseeable future. So if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a like. Let me know which one of the Rainbow High original 6 girls is your favorite, and why. Maybe, you know, there's things that you like about them that I'm not seeing, or, you know, why you don't like them if you don't. So, you know, however you feel, just keep it respectful, of course. But I'm just curious kind of how everybody else feels about the original girls. So yeah, there is that. Now, because I opened, you know, 6 dolls, I think I'm gonna no, I was gonna try and pick a favorite, but I can't. I like all of them for different reasons. But for some reason, whenever I look, I like, even looking now, and like when I look at my junior high, I love Jade because like that's one of my favorite colors. But for some reason, I'm just always drawn to Poppy, and I think it's just because she's so bright red that it just makes her stand out. And I always just want to pick up and play with my Poppy. But yeah, I don't know. I love... Did I say Poppy? I meant Ruby. I love my Poppy too, but like the red of the Ruby just calls to me. But yeah, so they are. Thank you all so much if you've made it this far. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will all see you in the toy box next time. Bye!